Morning, ladies. Welcome to the first in my video series, interviewing. And I keep saying interviewing, and it's not interviewing, it's just chatting with some amazing female entrepreneurs. And first is Leona, Burton and Estelle Keeber, the amazing founders of Mums in Business Association, along with numerous other things. And every day they seem to be launching something new and amazing. So I can't actually keep up with their journey so far. So I shall pass you over. I think Leona's going to start doing an introduction and just tell us who she is, exactly what they do. So over to you, Leona.
Hi, I'm Leona. I'm a mum of 5 and I am co-founder of MIBA. So that's an acronym for Mums in Business Association. And we have started MIBA. We started MIBA about 6 months ago. I think we're just coming into our 6-month birthday. And we provided a place for mums in business to network, socialise, moan, connect, all of the above. So yeah, it's been very new to us. I am a serial entrepreneur, which is part of the reason why we set up Mums in Business Association, because we felt like mums in business had nowhere to kind of connect, and we wanted to provide that for them.
Excellent. Well, you've doing very well. I'm a member of the group, so if you're not a member of the group, pop over and join. Do you have to be a mum?
We have got a few sneaky non-mums in there, so we don't really mind. It's just because obviously we're mums.
Yep.
But you know, women, we don't let men in because it's we don't want men in there.
No.
But if you're not a mum, that's fine. We'll have you.
Excellent. Okay, so if you're not in there, ladies, get over, because it's a really, really supportive and inspirational group to be part of. And we'll say hello to Estelle. She's having a few tech issues, so she's going to say hello. She's been very, very quiet. So we're going to say hello to Estelle as well while we're here.
Hey everyone, my name is Estelle and I am mum to 2 little boys, Jed and O. And Leona's explained really well why we created Mums in Business Association. So my background is in photography. I am a wedding photographer and I'm also qualified to teach. So that was my business background. And like Leona mentioned, there just didn't seem to be anything between the two of us conversing as sisters. We just couldn't find anywhere online where you could go and get support for being a mum in business. So there were 2 separates, but nothing that brought everything together and offered support and training. We found that a lot of people were very cagey about giving away trainings and their tips. So we wanted somewhere where everyone could come, learn from each other and use their strengths to help other people.
Yeah, people do really help out, don't they? They're really engaging in your group, and they're really supportive of one another. Some groups where you have a lot of women can be quite bitchy. You don't seem to have that at all in the group. It seems to work really well. Everyone's really supportive and inspiring of one another. So it's fab. And what did I want to ask you? Give me a bit about your story. I love a good inspirational story. Whoever wants to go.
I don't mind starting. Yeah. So, like I said, I am a wedding photographer, but this was not always the case.
Mm-hmm.
I left school with 10 or 11 GCSEs, all passes. So I had the world at my feet. But being a teenager, I thought that I knew best, and I went through the sort of next 8 years, going from one thing to another, because I never knew what it was that I was passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I became a carer, and that was my sort of 9 to 5. I say 9 to 5, it wasn't 9 to 5, it's about 5 to 11. It was really, really tiring. And once I had my children, I suffered with postnatal depression after having my youngest little boy. Mm-hmm. So that kind of threw me off path for quite a while, and I didn't feel that I could go back to the care job that I was in, because I just wasn't stable enough in myself to offer support to other people. So my counsellor recommended that I find something creative that didn't require a lot of of me. And so I went and signed up for an evening course in photography, and this was in around 2011, 12.
Yeah.
And that was when I found my passion. And so I did 3 years at college, and then I did further qualifications to become a teacher in photography as well. And still, I love, my passion is photography. I still do it, as well as being part of Mums in Business. It's still a massive part of my life. But now I feel that all the experiences and struggles that I've had to create my business, I can now take forward and help other women with as part of Mums in Business Association.
I love that. It's amazing what you actually learn on your own journey that you don't realise is going to actually work out all for the best in the end, because you're going to be able to teach other people and help other people based on all those struggles and juggles that you've gone through over the past years. You're like, actually, I know something now, I can help others with that. So that's quite an amazing journey. And it's lovely that you found your happy first, and then you've made that work for you with the photography. And obviously this is then kind of gone on into MIBA as well, which is fab. And what's your story, Leona?
So I was really, really clever, and I did really well at school until about...
Good start.
I was clever, but I got to about 15, and I've moved schools a few times.
Okay.
And I just didn't fit in at school because I was like ahead of everybody and really geeky, so like I got really badly picked on. I just didn't seem to fit in, which is a good thing now, but you know, when you're at school it's really difficult. So I was meant to sit my GCSEs 2 years early.
Wow.
And I didn't end up sitting a single GCSE because it just didn't go. So I left school really early, swiftly regret it, I have to say, and I went to college. I studied business, and then I fell pregnant with my first son. I had my first son at 18, and my family were hugely disappointed in me, but I'm a bit stubborn. Anybody that knows me knows I'm stubborn. I do things my own way. And I ploughed on, and then I felt very lost, because I come from a family of people that are either in showbiz or they're business owners, and I was brought up by a single dad, and my dad was like, you're not going into showbiz, like you're going to have a business. And I was like, don't tell me what to do, because I would do the polar opposite. So I did, like, I went and did business, and then I didn't really enjoy business. Like at college, it was really horrendously boring. Like anybody that studied business, it's like so boring. It's not like
different to business in real life, isn't it? It's
nothing like it. Like real, it's terrible. So I then did hairdressing. I hated that. I then went and did because I didn't have any GCSEs, I wanted to go and do performing arts, but they wouldn't let me.
Okay.
I had to go and do media, and anybody that knows me knows I don't like any form of like anything tech other than social media. Is just not for me. So I had to do interactive media, which I got through, I did, and then I did performing arts. So I did performing arts for 2 years. I came out with the equivalent to 3 A stars at A level.
Awesome.
And then I went on and did musical theatre at university. So I did that all whilst juggling 3 young children. By the time I was 21, I had 3 children. And my eldest is actually autistic. Okay. So I was at university, my son was autistic, and I was doing some TV work, local at the same time. It was bloody hard work, and it was a lot of stress. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's a lot of work. So I did television. After I finished musical theatre, I did television for about 7 years, on and off. I then started, I was asked to become a vocal coach for a music school. So I vocal coached. It was really nice money. You know, I was quite young, so it was good money. And I realised that I could do it myself without having to pay somebody to provide the room. Yep. So I started vocal coaching myself in the evenings. And then I could do it around my children, because with my son being autistic, I was a lot of appointments. So I ended up doing less television, because I just couldn't commit to being, you know, away filming for 3 days at a time, and you know, leaving my husband to kind of do everything that needed to be done here. So I wound down my TV stuff, and we opened a shop, because I'm quite like a yes person, and I do things like really quick.
Love it.
And yeah, it was a massive fail. But you what? It taught me the best lessons, like the best lessons. So I had a shop and I owned a stage school and I was vocal coaching at the same time. And then I happened to get into network marketing. And hadn't even thought about network marketing, never really considered it. I didn't want to be one of those people that stood and did like stalls. Like that for me was like the worst thing. But I understood like time leverage and all of that fun stuff, and residual income was like exciting to me. And I no longer have my network marketing business. I did really well, but it taught me a lot of lessons in business. It taught me a lot about personal development. And I think that's how I came into coaching, because I wasn't really into selling product. Like that wasn't my thing. My thing was helping people and giving them a platform to grow, and giving them a platform to see them succeed. You know, I liked the fact that people could start businesses for a small amount of money, and turn it into something which isn't typical of a bricks and mortar business. You know, we plough thousands into our bricks and mortar business. So I like that. So that's how I got into coaching. And obviously I've always been really passionate about empowering women, about empowering especially young parents, because there isn't a lot of support. It's kind of you're very stigmatized, and I hate being put into a box. And I found that really, through the whole of my 20s, I found it really frustrating that I was put in a box of, oh, you're a young parent, you mustn't be doing very well, and blah, blah, blah. I hated that, and I made it a mission of mine to change that. So I became a mentor for young women, especially young parents, because I wanted to give them the support back that we never had. Luckily, my husband and I, we've managed to stick together. But a lot of people, they don't have that. They don't have a support network. And I think that's a huge part of Mums in Business, is providing that support network for people that don't have it. And it doesn't actually matter what age you are. Like, people assume just because you're older, you've got this amazing support network. Well,
exactly.
Most people haven't. A lot of people, sometimes their partners aren't even supportive. So we wanted to provide somewhere that they could come and they could have that support, and they could feel like they'd got a family, or a good network of people to hold their hand when things go wrong, to pick them up, to advise them, to be that support system. So that's a big part of MIBA for me, was to provide that support system, which we didn't have.
Yes. Excellent.
So that's my story.
You've had a really interesting story, haven't you, and journey. How different all the way along.
Random.
You've done quite a lot, haven't you, in your 20s?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I've had about 6 lives.
Yeah, you've fitted an awful... It's because you started young as well.
Yeah,
but with family and everything.
It was hard. It was hard at the time, but I don't regret a single thing. And now I obviously have 5 children, and I feel much more settled as an older parent, just because you've got more money typically, and you know what you're doing. By the time you get to number 5, you're like, I think I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But I don't regret it, because it taught me so much. And I truly believe I did that so that I could then go and help these people.
Exactly. It was meant to be. All those life experiences now you're helping others with. So all happened for a reason. So how do you girls keep yourself motivated? You're always 100 miles an hour. You're always really kind of high vibe. Well, whenever I see you. And obviously you're not going to go on Facebook Live like, hi. You always seem quite motivated, and you seem very reactive with things. You seem to, you get an idea and run with it, and the next thing is launched. So
I think we both keep each other motivated.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the key things in our relationship and within Mums in Business that keeps us both going. We say this all the time about how lonely it is to be an entrepreneur or a business owner when you've only got yourself to rely on and bounce ideas off. So there are days you see as Leona is a lot more hyper than I am. My lives are a little bit more reserved, but that's us. We are two totally different people, and this is why we work, because there's days when I'm feeling a bit crap and the kids are driving me mad, and they're firing me on. Come on, this is like no pity party. We have a little rule that we have a bad day, okay, you go have your day, but it's a one-day pity party. You don't, that's it, you get up the next day and shit is still there to be getting done. You need to drop that sort of feeling sorry for yourself and crack back on. And I think that's, for me, I think the relationship that we have keeps me motivated, not just within like business, but within my personal life as well.
So you're obviously very close, which is lovely.
We are really close, and that's why, like, we've only, like, literally nobody really gets us because we are on another level, but we're very, very different. So I'm very fast thinking, and like I've learned, I think over the last 10 years I've learned to stop wasting time. A lot of my 20s I held myself back because obviously I was doing television and I've always struggled with my weight, and I'd be like, I will go for this role when I've lost another 2 stone, I will do this when I've done this, and I'll do this. And do you know what? Estelle and I, what we've created over the last 6 months, everyone's like, it's insane, like you've had so much success, and all. We've had more rejection in the last 6 months than we've ever had before. But we've had more success in 6 months than we've ever had before. And I think that's so important, is like, you're going to get rejection. People are going to say no. But unless you put yourself out there and like go for it, then you're going to get more no's the more you put yourself out there. But do you know what? It doesn't matter, because people are coming in their droves for, you know, to interview us and to collaborate, and we could have sold ourselves to the devil like 16 times over, I swear. And you know, like, all of these opportunities are coming our way, and I've learned in my last 10 years to just take them and run. And do you know what? If they fail, like, who cares? The only person you're answerable to is yourself. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. And we've just obviously bought out our planner. It made number 4 on Amazon, and we put out a live saying, you know, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't how we wanted it to be. There were things when we got it, we were like, oh, we could have changed that, and then we put it together in 5 weeks. Like, we are so proud of ourselves. And do you know what? And we got some backlash because we said it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But we put it out there to say, look, this is what we've done. If we can create this and we can sell all these planners and we can do it in 5 weeks, anybody can. Like, just implement your ideas, and if they fail, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. You're only answerable to yourself. Like, are you paying my bills? No. So if people aren't paying your bills, then quite frankly, don't give a shit about what they say, because it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter.
Precisely. I was going to say, I thought you dealt with that situation phenomenally well. My last business was gifts and homeware, and you would have the negative kind of comments and people just trying to sabotage a little bit. And it was always, customer service was always first. And it was always my Amazon hat, if you like. So from that kind of background, reading how you dealt with it, you know, allowing that comment to go on your group in the first place, and then dealing with all the comments head on, I thought you did fantastically well.
The thing is, we are very transparent, and I think that's so important. And I've also learned, like, for me, hugely, I think because I grew up with a single dad, and because I came from a family of, like, everybody's so successful and you don't do this, and you know, you're very, I felt very judged when I was young, so I felt this pressure to become this. And I think that's why I worked so hard in college, just to please everybody else, because I'd had children young and that was so frowned upon, and I was so desperate to, like, not be a failure. And actually I learned that you have to do things for you, and you have to make your own mistakes, and just to own it. Like, and we are, like, super transparent, and it was important for me to allow that, so people could have their own opinion, because people are going to have their own opinions.
Exactly.
And we've got nothing to hide. Like, at the end of the day, we have nothing to hide. We are very real, and if you don't like it, it's okay. You're not going to gel with everybody, and that's
you're not Nutella. You're not a jar of Nutella. Not everyone's going to love you.
You know what? I know somebody that doesn't even like Nutella, like, for real. So, like, you know, not everyone likes Nutella. But, yeah, I know, they're weird, clearly.
We're going to have all the Nutella haters on our backs now.
That's fine.
You didn't mean it, sorry. So, yes, I think I was going to ask you, what would be your advice for someone starting out? But you've given us loads of different tips there, Leona. Have you got anything, Estelle, that you would kind of say to anyone just starting out or that's really struggling to kind of take their business to the next level?
Just have belief in yourself, which is sometimes the hardest thing, to actually believe in what you want to do and believe that you do deserve the success that is out there for you to get. I think a lot of people kind of get stuck and it's okay with being at a certain level. So they think that things are out of their reach. Mm-hmm. Like 6 months ago, if someone had said to Leona and I that we're going to be like online celebrities, as we were sort of hated on in the post, like it's insane, and we would have never thought this. But what we do both know is that we're amazing women, that we have so much to give, and we are always learning. For us, learning is so important. If we can't do something, we have the attitude that that's fine, we're going to go learn it. If someone gives us an opportunity and we're thinking, oh, okay, this is like a bit, we've not done this before, that's okay, because we're going to go learn how to do it. We're taking the opportunity and we're going to go learn how to do it. So I think that would probably be my bit of advice, that don't doubt yourself, and for any opportunity, take it and learn what to do next. Fake it till you make it, because you will be surprised what that mindset can do for you. It's all about you believing in yourself. If you believe it and you put it out there, then others are just going to follow.
Without a doubt, completely
follow suit. So believe in yourself.
Very inspirational, girls. You've done so much. Is there anything you want to share with us that might be coming in the future?
Go on, Estelle. You can talk, because I am so like everything will come out and I might be like in trouble.
Leona's the one like this.
I was just thinking exactly the same thing. We're not prepared for that question, so like, how much do I say? But I can tell you right now, we have our planner out that went to number 4 on Amazon. Because of that huge success, we have now created what is going to be a series. The first book will be coming out in January, and it is a collection of 20 inspirational women sharing their amazing stories. And we have literally got so many amazing women in our group that we have had to roll this book out into a series, because we just couldn't put it all in one book. So throughout 2018, keep an eye out for Mumpreneur on Fire series. They will be available on Amazon. We also have our events are being rolled out globally. So we have gone from being sort of Leicester and Monmouth to now being Australia, New Zealand, Glasgow, Derby. So in 2018, we are coming to a town near you. What else do we have to tell them about? The retreat. I'll let you tell them about the retreat.
Okay, so in May 22nd and May 23rd, we have a 2-day retreat with at least 3 guest speakers. We want to leave anybody that attends the retreat in a better place to go forth in their business.
Yep.
So obviously Estelle will bring our A game, Estelle and I will bring our A game, but we wanted what we couldn't give you, we wanted to provide you with.
Yep.
We have special boxes for our women made by somebody who's been blogged by Vogue. We have the most amazing people to bring for our women, and we want to give you everything. So branding, mindset, healthy eating, everything that you need in 2 days, squished down with lots of Prosecco thrown in and lots of good food. So everything in one place for 2 days. So that's our retreat. What else is next year? We have just so much, we have so much on. Every 4 months next year, we will be rolling out 5 new areas for our networking events, because obviously we were being asked to go everywhere and there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
So we were like, this doesn't make any sense. We have to give our women a platform to be able to share their stories and connect. So that's amazing. We are obviously in Australia. We've got New Zealand launching in April, and all over the UK, which is incredible. We've also been asked to speak at the Mum Boss Awards. So I'm up for Entrepreneur of the Year. I think Estelle's up for Woman of the Year.
Wow.
We're also speaking, which is amazing. I can't F-bomb, so I'm going to have to be really good. But we have so much on. And I think with Estelle and I, like I said, I think really fast. So we're very much like, okay, I want to do this. So we've been asked to do a lot, but we've also turned down a lot. So we're very conscious of our brand awareness and like making sure that what we do is the right thing for our mums. So we're not just prepared to kind of, you know, throw everything out there that is not in line with our branding and our values. So, but there's lots to come. I mean, we want to make a documentary. That's next. I was like, for real. Because when we started MIBA, I was like, we need to go on Netflix. Like, why not? And then obviously Estelle was like, you need to watch Girl Boss. And I was like, this is so us. Like, apart from I've never stolen a rug. I'm just going to put my hands up. I've never shot it. So we're all good. But, like, we have a story to tell, and I want to inspire as many people as possible. Yeah, so why not? You know,
exactly. Why not? You've done everything else, so you know. In 6 months, look what you've achieved, like you said. So the World's Your Oyster, 2018. Here you come.
Here we come.
Oh, fantastic! It's been grab. I was going to say it's been fab speaking to you both. You're both hugely inspirational. I can't wait to share it. I'm going to get this video up probably today because you're the first. Actually, I've got so many people booked in, but you guys were the first. So I'll probably get it up today. No, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to end this recording. So thank you. And there'll be another recording after this one shortly. I don't know when, probably one a week, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's how we roll. So yes, thank you, girls. I'm going to stop recording.